Good morning, people. Welcome to Chom's Charts. And here we go, nice and early here in Thailand. And it's beautiful. The climate is unbelievable. It's 25 degrees, which is very, very pleasant. 64% humidity. So what more can you ask for? Very, very nice today. So as you can see there, I was at immigration this week getting my 90-day check done. A lot of people ask, why do I go to immigration personally instead of doing it online? The reason why I do it is because I've built up a personal relationship with the guys inside of immigration, and this makes my flow of doing my visa a lot easier. Now the visa I've got is a non-O because of Anna and obviously my wife on marriage, which is very, very easy. It takes me like 20 minutes to get done every year. I pay 1,900 baht for that, so it's very, very easy. So I've got a little story to go along with this photograph here. That's me coming out. And I was in there. I went in this week, and for the first time ever, I saw Russians there. And when I got inside, there was about 20 of them. But lucky enough, because the lady recognised me on the counter, she called Prai over to the counter. She took my passport over, and we was in and out in 2 minutes. Done, finished for another 90 days. So welcome to Thailand. I wish the UK and Spain made the visas easier for my wife to go there, but unfortunately they don't. They make it as hard as hell, but there you go. Anyway, so this was me coming outside, as you can see, big smile on my face, very happy chappy, as always. And then inside, this was it, but I say we come in through the door and we got called over. So, these people, they just can't go home, just a lot of women and guys and kids, and they're all trying to get an extension to stay in Thailand. They don't want to return home, whether it's to like Ukraine or Russia or any other area which is full of war. So anyway, round immigration, fantastic. I then went down to my land, haven't been down there for a while, to have a look at that. As you see, it's a bit overgrown, so I'm going to get all this cleared hopefully the next week or so. So hopefully it'll look a bit better than that. Look at that, my land, look, 2,000 square metres, or Prai's land, she owns it. I don't own anything here in Thailand, as you all know, because I'm a minimalist. This is the restaurant we're going to on Tuesday, going to Freshella Cafe. It's a little cafe in between Bang Saray and quite near to Satahip. Very, very nice restaurant, but be going there on Tuesday at 12 o'clock. Health insurance. I've had to change my health insurance. The company I was with, which was a great company, AA Insurance Brokers. So this was nothing to do with them. This was to do with where they got the policy from. I took a policy out, which I thought was a 10-year subscription. So every year you pay your money and it didn't go up if you didn't claim. Well, obviously I didn't claim. And they told me this year that policy no longer existed. So I'm now using Amateur Insurance, and which is WR Life, and 400,000, 100, and if you go up there in the yellow, so for 400,000 dollars worth of cover, it's $143 per month. So nice and easy, lovely jubbly. There you go. That is my new insurance, what I've got. And that's, it's 400,000 is enough for me, really. But as you can see, there's not a lot of difference between 128 to 143. So you might as well just go for the 143, to be honest with you. it's as cheap as chips. Anyway, so hopefully these guys have been good as well. You can see it's got all the numbers there. If you need, if you want more details of that, email me and I will send it to you. This is like the insurance policy. Good morning, Mark. This is my new insurance policy. I've just got $400,000 for $143 a month, which is, it's really cheap. It's cheap as chips. But for me, this is ideal because I don't go anywhere. I'm based here in Thailand. I don't travel anywhere. I just stay here. In fact, I try and stay this side of the Sukhumvit if I can help it. I don't even go to other parts of Thailand if I can help it. Driving down the Sukhumvit, come on, guys, wear helmets on bikes, yeah? And this is a T-shirt, so there you go. This is the photograph of the week from driving down Sukhumvit. Hello, Mark, you're here. What do you think of that for electrics? went into a little place, and this was the electrics. I took it. I thought, oh, Mark, I like that. If you want a copy of that, Mark, I'll send it to you. And on Tuesday, we went to Grillicious, a Lebanese restaurant in Central Festival. Fantastic restaurant in Central Festival. You get loads of Saudis and people there from the Middle East go there because the food's very authentic. And it was great food. So it was in Grillicious. And that was like the chicken kebabs. The photographs probably don't do it justice, really. But this was like a salad and coleslaw and hummus, potatoes, grilled onion, grilled tomatoes. Very, very nice. This was a Greek salad. Very, very nice. And that was our good friend John, who's now actually in Australia. Good luck to you, John. He's there for 2 weeks just sorting out some, I think he's selling stuff. He's got some nice cars to be sold there, Mark. And he's there with lovely AJ. That's there with the guys. And then Valley View on Wednesday, had a nice breakfast there. So I had this breakfast made up. This is what I fancied because I've been sick recently. So I had chips, mashed potato, baked beans, sausages, and 2 poached eggs. And this is to all the guys in the UK. You'll be probably watching this later. And I hear that people have stopped drug dealing and they're dealing tomatoes on the street corner. So you can get 3 bits of tomato, all bagged up for you for free for 50 quid. There you go. Or about $70. This is how bad inflation is. Inflation in UK, in Europe and America, we're really isolated here. We don't really feel it here, but in the rest of the world, they really do feel the inflation. But that's crazy, that photograph. I just took it and I thought, oh, I've got to use that. On Friday, there was like 10 of us at Peaky Blinders, as always. We had the beautiful apple crumble there, which was fantastic. And I had the hake. No, not the hake. Sorry, this is halibut. I had the halibut on risotto, mushroom risotto. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely, as always, it's just a top-notch meal. That was lovely, AJ. She's like become part of the gang now, so she's always with us. And Tim was there, and Richard and Gary himself, etc. So that was really nice on Friday. This was the apple crumble when it came up. The apple crumble, that was like it's my favourite dessert there. And then one of the guys had a burrito. It looked so nice on the plate. I just asked him if I could photograph it. And then on Thursday, I had to go to Rayong. So when I popped into Rayong, I went into Sizzlers. And this was the salad I had in there. Very nice salad. 139 baht on a Thursday or something. Really cheap. Went down there. So I'll probably be going there next Thursday as well. And as I say, Tuesday we're going off to Bangsaray, Freshella. Very, 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 very good. So you just got to make the most of each day, guys, because you never know. It might be your last. And really sorry, Mark, about you losing your sister-in-law. It's terrible, you know. And this week there's been some videos. I haven't put them up because it's too insensitive for me to do that. But I saw a couple of videos this week of people getting killed on bikes. And all of them were none of their faults. None of them. This was literally cars just ramming into the back of them and taking them out. And you could be the best motorcyclist in the world. Myself personally, I just don't think it's worth the risk here. I think it's four wheels all the way. And I know a lot of the guys probably think I'm pretty anti-bike, and that's the reason why is because I am. And all the expat links are all in the description. So if you want in the description, if you look in there, it's got all the links you ever want. So if you want to apply for a visa here in Thailand, it's in the link. If you want IPTV, it's in the link. If you want time insurance, it's in the link. If you want anything else like that type of thing, visa brokers or driving licenses, it's in the link. So there you go, nice and easy. This show's nice and easy, really. Go on to the next one. Pollution. Oh, I like this show because it's nice and short. Here we go, map-wise. So if you look at the map, this is our area here. Yep. So we live down here. Down there. Patia's up here. You can see it's still quite bad in Pattaya, still even higher here where we are here. By the sea, though, I must admit, it doesn't feel it. I can't feel the pollution right where I am here. And we have got some lower ones further along them. Right on this beach here, it's doing okay. But you even go over to where, like Chang, on the other side, they've got it really, really bad. Going to the next map shows you so if we look at this one here, this is like India, China, Russia. You can just see where the burning is. It's right across India, right across Thailand. But we haven't got a lot of burning here. The burning's mainly around us. And you have to go down like to Borneo or the Philippines to get clean air. This is like part of a fire map. You can see, so this is it. This is all the fires all around us. This is from a NASA map. And when you zoom this in, you can see down in our area, down in the very little corner here, we've got very few fires. But all our problems come from this smoke being created over here, and it travels across. Likewise, up in the north here and up in Isan, it comes across from Laos. Laos literally on fire. Horrendous. I could never live up there, guys. I'd be dead. I really would be dead. And next week, this is the climate for next week. So next week, the lows of 23. As I say, it's 25 degrees here at the moment. And you're looking at highs of 33. Or through the week going forward, it's like the highs of 31. So we've got a very nice week climate-wise going forward. And if I just go back in there and show that... if I go back in there, I wanted to show you a fire map. Because it's from NASA, and it's horrendous. Let's have a look. Where is it? Fire map. There you go. And if I go up here, I go slideshow. If I go second map, this is Chang Rai and Chiang Mai, Udon Tardy, going over to where like Chuck lives over this way. This part of the map, Chuck lives over there. It's horrendous over there. This is really, really bad. The fires up north are really, really bad. So when they were like 172, 190, I actually couldn't live there. I'd actually be dead. My lungs wouldn't be able to cope with that. Like, to be honest with you, if the pollution was as bad here and it stayed that way every year, I won't be living in Thailand. Next week I will show you a air map of Tenerife, because it's just as easy. I can afford to live here. I can afford to live there. It was just me getting my wife a visa for Tenerife, which would be simple enough, because I've got the money. If you've got the money, you can go live in Spain. If you haven't got the money, you can't live there. I've already got residence in Spain, so I could live there. There you go. So show info. Oh no, not that one. We don't want that one. We want the markets. So this is the chart show. So there you go. So all those are just come in. We are going to go and do the charts. Right, this is my thumbnail for the week for the charts. The reason why I'm showing this is because these are worrying times, guys. And as I said last week, a few weeks ago, I cashed in some gold, which is the first time I've ever sold gold in my entire life. I've been collecting gold since before 1980, and I've actually liquidated some of that this year. And the reason why I've done that, because I see massive opportunities going forward. And at the moment, it's really tempting to go in the market, because the market's going up. The market's flying up at the moment, but we are going to get hit with an almighty crash before this year's out. Before the year's out, this market is going to get smashed down. And when I say market, not only like S&P, I'm talking like metals, everything. It's all going to go, because at the moment, everything is just bullshit. So if you've got cash to one side, and i.e. like gold at the moment, which is like 1850, if gold goes down to like 1,500, 1,400, well, I've sold it now and I could buy it again. So it makes no difference, but make a nice profit along the way. And that's the idea. That's how I live. So the first... So here we go, the USD versus the Thai baht. We was looking good on the Thai baht. So on the 1st of March, like I said last week, I said I'd be looking to get my money over the 1st of the month, and that's exactly what I did. I got just over 35 on that through Wise, and I was quite happy with that. It's now dropped down, but there's resistance of 34.39. But if you look at this is going to bounce back up again, so hopefully it'll go up towards 35 before the end of the week. Australian dollar. The Australian dollar has taken a bit of a whacking downwards, but if I was bringing over money, I'd probably wait until it got to at least 23.5. But at the moment, if you look at the chart, at the moment it's going down. You know, the Thai baht is stronger against the Australian dollar. And then the S&P 500, well, this was on Friday, just ripped up. So the S&P 500 is just over 4,000. I see this going to 4,200, which is up this way, up towards the top of the chart. But as I say, just be warned, you know what I mean? You've really got to be, this is a very, very dodgy market to be in. So what they do, the hedge funds, they try and get all the retailers in. So they get them in, and then they just fucking rip their ass out. This was the natural gas. Well, I didn't go into this trade, but because as I say, I'm just sitting on the sidelines in cash. But this would have been a lovely 30% profit on this. You'd have actually nearly doubled your money on this trade. So if you'd have gone into this trade 2 weeks ago, like I said, the natural gas, I would have pulled profit on Friday because it's just ripped higher, and there's got to be a healthy pullback. This can't go up forever. But I looked at that on that was an amazing trade. That natural gas, I really like that natural gas. Crude oil. Here we go. Crude oil. Now, crude oil's gone back up to 80. But I still think this is, and it looks like, but it's oversold. So to me, this is pointing towards a recession. I wouldn't be buying oil at the moment or going anywhere near oil. But I'm looking at it. So if you come in down at 73, take the profit at 80, very nice. Gold, as I say, gold's been flying higher, but it's running out of legs, so it's not going to get to 1900. I cashed in the gold back here. So I cashed in 1850 a few weeks ago, 21st of February, I think I cashed it in. So I'm just waiting now. Platinum, I just love platinum. You could live just trading platinum. If you'd have come into platinum when it was like a 90, I think it was about 906, I would take profit at 995 on this. Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin's just got smashed, absolutely smashed, like I said it would. Just stay out of it. If you're in profit on Bitcoin, get out, because this is going to go lower. There's no good news when it comes to Bitcoin. Dixie, Dixie's taken a little bit, gone down a little bit. That's the reason why gold's gone up. I always say to you, look at the Dixie, because the Dixie tells you how the market's doing. And at the moment, the Dixie's going down, but that will rebound. And hopefully we'll get up to 35 on the dollar. Chart of the week. Now, I always do this each week. Now, this chart here I've dragged off of the US Treasury. And the problem the US, now this is just the US, forget, the US is doing the best fighting inflation compared to everybody else. There's not another country out there which is fighting inflation as good as America. And the reason why I say that is because the funds Fed rate is like 4.5%, which is like the blue line. And the yield is the 2-year yield, which is the red line. Well, basically, those two lines have got to totally match up, and then the Fed won't start. They will not increase interest rates once those two lines meet. So at the moment, they've got to put the funds rate up to the red line, and then they can stop. But if they put these funds up another 0.25%, and once it hits that, if it goes up again, then they're going to have to increase the funds rate again. But the funds rate is killing people, because where, like a few years ago, people were getting mortgages for 2-3%. These mortgages now are probably around 7%. And if you're buying a brand new car or something and you've got it on credit, instead of getting credit of like 0%, 2%, 3%, or whatever it was, you're probably now paying somewhere near 12%. So this Fed rate keeps on going up, and the more the Fed puts the rates up, people are piling their money into America, because you can just leave your money into a 2-year bond and get like 5%. So you're better off putting your money there than what you are in the stock market, because the stock market at the moment is giving you a negative return. And that is the charts, and that is it for the week. But that's about it, really. Well, thank you very much, guys, for everyone who tuned in. I like these early morning shows. Only 4 people in here. I'm sure I'll get up to about 10 views. I'll be quite happy with that. Hope you're all right, Mark. Anyway, you're okay. And Tommy J, see you in there. So, and I'll see you in a few weeks, my friend. But until then, have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next Monday for Tom's Charts.